Hey everybody, it's Dr. Steve Fleischer of Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness here in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, and we are continuing with our Wake Up video series. Today we're going to be discussing how you get subluxations. If you remember from my other video about the safety pin cycle, where how the safety pin comes open and the messages can't get from the brain to the body properly, that's the start of disease. Well, we're going to tell you how you get those subluxations. If you missed that video or you're interested in any others, you can go to my YouTube channel. It's Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness, and enjoy those videos there. But for today, we're going to be talking about how you get those subluxations. And it comes down to one word. Basically, it's stress. Now, there are three basic types of stress. One is emotional, the next one is chemical, and the third one is physical. Now, we all know what emotional stress is. We've been stressed out emotionally, worrying about this, worrying about that from time to time, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's our health, and so on and so forth. And to be honest with you, helping people with emotional problems isn't in my wheelhouse. So we're going to focus in on chemical and physical traumas, physical stress. Chemical stress we're exposed to every day. It's in the air that we breathe, the water we drink, and the food that we eat. In fact, if you go home and you look at the ingredients on any food that you purchased, and it's not anything simple like fruit, vegetables, chicken, fish, or meat, it's got all these polysyllabic words in it, it's all chemicals. And these chemicals build up waste dumps in our body. It's also in the water that we drink. There's tons of chemicals in there, and it's also in the air that we breathe. In fact, we can't get away from it. It's estimated that here in America, we're exposed to over 80,000 different chemicals each and every year in this country. Now, I know you can say, well, we've got our kidneys and we've got our liver to help detoxify our bodies, and they do the best they can. But they're not designed to handle 80,000 different chemicals every single year. So as a result, these chemicals build up toxic waste sites in our body. It causes us to become acidic, it lowers our pH, it sets the stage for all diseases, including arthritis and cancer. It also causes us to hold on to weight. Even if we exercise, you just can't drop those last few pounds. It causes many other problems with the functioning of our cells. And when that happens, it starts to cause the vertebrae of the spine to go out of alignment and leads to subluxations. So it's very important to make sure that you're eating proper whole foods, organic when possible, as few processed foods as possible. It's also important to make sure that you do a detox or a cleanse every single year to try and get rid of those toxins, and you'll feel a lot better. The last type of stress that we're going to talk about is a physical stress. And this comes by way of traumas. Things like car crashes, slips, falls, playing sports. Think about this. When we're learning to walk, we fall an average of 1,500 times in that first year, year and a half that we learn to walk. If we were to fall 1,500 times in the next year, year and a half, we'd be pretty banged up. But since our nervous systems are 100% developed, these little traumas barely noticeable to us when we're infants. However, they do add up. Think about this. If you're ever around an infant and they're learning to walk and you watch them fall, they land on their butt, what happens to their head? You get this little whiplash going on. Even something as simple as a 5-mile-an-hour car crash where there's no visible damage to the car, it can cause a lot of force to that neck and cause problems. And these problems may not show up as symptoms for up to 7 years down the road. So if you've been involved in any type of accidents, you've played sports, you've had any slips or falls, it's an indication that you may have subluxations in your spine and you should get them checked. So we've all been exposed to all three of these different types of stressors. This is why I continue to go to a chiropractor after 40 years to maintain my spine. It's also another reason why you should get checked. So if you're interested, you want to come in and find out how you can maintain or raise your level of health as best as you can, give us a call at 610-337-3700. You can check us out on the web at helpmedrsteve.com, and doctor is DR. Or you can check out my Facebook page at Dr. Steve Fleischer, Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness. We want to help you have the best life that you can and enjoy the best level of health possible. So if that's what you're looking for, give us a call. Until next time, Dr. Steve Fleischer.